I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep, we're finally where we belong.
Tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Shame on them!
I was way off.
But shut up, Wesley.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's a woman.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Out of it.
Get into it.
Low profile. Look at the word. Low profile. Hey, Richie, how's your hand? It hurt like a
That's all, brother. I had it.
Ah, yes. 135 episodes, and finally the Odyssey has arrived. Everyone made it, even Leon, who I thought would be abducted by people or kidnapped in a van for accepting candy. Here he is. He's with us.
Wow, it's so bold of you to assume I wouldn't be the one handing out the candy.
Yeah. Shout out. Erwin,
wait.
What? Don't.
I want to use my intro.
On the implications of that.
I want to use my intro to know what candy you would hand out, Leon. Your favorite / what you think the children would most easily be abducted by.
Oh my god.
So I personally would like to go with Twix, because you get like there's two of them there. You get like that sort of that good offer, you know, in this economy. I think Twix.
Chocolate, caramel, crunchy. Yeah, all right.
Yep.
I hate
and you can start
also
debates amongst kids, left or right Twix.
And also because of the alliteration connection to Twinks. Go ahead.
2 for me, none for you.
Most of our heads didn't go there yet. I'm worried. All right, that's my intro over.
ABF, let's quickly go away from that in-joke. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I apologize that we just don't really have a whole lot of stuff to talk about because there hasn't really been anything to watch in the movie theater or anything.
Did you watch the bootleggiest version of the Odyssey?
No.
No.
I watched the one where the audio sounded like it was coming through a solo cut.
That's the experience we got. Yeah.
That audience. Oh wait, yeah, that actually is. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Yeah.
The pirate versions must be so bad.
The nice part too, though, is that I never experienced any of the flash banging that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm still not
because it was so dark I could barely see it anyways.
What's up, Niet? How are you? Did you see it? Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
I still have
it's going to be fun. It could be 50-50. It's very interested to see everyone's opinions on things.
All right. I forgot to mention, I have the stoplight outside my theater where I often get stuck sitting, and it gives me a second to think about how good or how bad the movie was. And I got stuck behind an Honda Odyssey, and I went, if there's a white person driving that, it is more the Odyssey than what I just watched.
We're all Greeks from Ithaca. Katie and Andy, except this case, just Andy. How are you, sir?
We are well. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Did you feel the power when you saw Odyssey? Are you happy? You ready? You excited?
Yeah, excited, but what a nothing burger for the culture war, right? Like, I feel like they really let down all the minorities and the sexualities. They're just skewering them in the first 30 seconds. I didn't like to see that.
Based.
You know?
It was so based. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I laughed so hard.
See, look, comment. We can see it. You didn't pay for it. There you go. Kept saying that his comments weren't showing up unless he paid for it, and yet comments.
No, he's totally right. Your comments don't show up unless you pay for them, so keep paying for them.
Yeah, that's it. That's totally a feature that we all have. And then Leon, of course, shout out. Thank you for making it for us. You look great. Look great.
I appreciate your candor. Yeah, no, I'm exhausted, but you know what? Again, it's 11 p.m. a little after. This is the only stream besides my own I've had time for. Hopefully, I can do SNH tomorrow. We'll see. I'm dying, but I wasn't going to miss this mainly because I haven't seen the Odyssey. I want to experience it vicariously through my diverse group of friends here.
Based on who you ask, you could have gotten 2 entirely different movies. two entirely different movies
Really?
for people
Because
that I trust and are not like compromised.
I have seen everybody go from straight up hate to just apathy. I have not seen anyone that loved it. I'm not saying that don't exist, but no one in our circles has anything to give it more beyond like a 5.5, 6 at best.
And then Mr. Techrat, who did not see it because
no, I actually did something else instead.
Watch a Nick Cage movie.
I actually saw no Nick Cage movies in the last like 48 hours, and I feel like a cleanse. Like
you cleanse with Seth Rogen.
God. So I got to tell you, the fucking movie has such a roller coaster ride. It's literally 4 people in the entire cast. And it's Leon. It's his keyboard. I've heard it the whole time. The movie,
I'll mute when I do that. Sorry.
The movie is centered around apparently being a comedy.
There we go.
You chuckle a couple times, but it's not an actual comedy. So
which one is this one?
So Seth Rogen's upstairs neighbors are swingers, and they introduce them to it, and they decide, let's do it. And spoiler, it doesn't work out because of one thing or another, but it's such a ride. I don't hate that I saw it. It gets a thumbs up, but and surprisingly enough, Rogen did not ruin the movie. He didn't make it worse.
Well, that's always a nice plus.
So he didn't laugh a single time in it?
He did. Oh my God. It actually, it's funny you say that. He did it in the fucking opening credits. Like it was a black screen showing credits and they were playing the piano together and you hear him hitting his little and I thought, okay, maybe this is going to be a funny comedy, a rom-com type. It's not. It's about fucking your neighbors.
I'd say that I'll take a Seth Rogen laugh over a Jason Segel wiener or whatever, and forgetting Sarah Marshall or what's his name?
Yeah, Jason Segel.
You see his wiener in the first like 2 minutes.
Did you hear what Paul Rudd had to say about that when it happened?
What?
He's like, oh, we've been homies for years. I've seen his dick several times. He fluffed before that.
Well, yeah, you don't go in.
He's a
tall guy. He didn't need to.
I would do that. I would do that too.
Oh,
I think
well,
it's
duh.
Wild
course.
Things. Kevin Bacon had like a full frontal, and I just remember him in some interview. He was like, "I made sure the water was really hot." Because he's in the shower and he turns around. I just made it was as hot as it could possibly fucking go. I was like, yeah,
if we're gonna do it for like a medical exam, you're gonna do it.
Give me
for
like
the
5
camera.
minutes to then you come in.
Get into character.
To get exactly to
Gotta
get
keep the
into
bacon warm.
character. Yeah. Oh, that's I need more than 7 degrees away from that bacon personally. All right, let's check out who's here in the chat first and foremost, because there's a bevy of them. Lord Comet for 2. I'm always a man of my word. Well, thank you, Comet. That's so nice to have you here. For another 2, people hit that like button like it owes you money. Yeah. Or like when Leon types, just hit it, just smack it.
That should be the last time I was typing. I was sorry about that.
Type. Shout out, Tomac. Thank you so much for joining us, as always.
I don't care about oxygen. I need boobies, nothing more.
Rossi for 2. The drinker thinks very highly of you. 100 erect bros. Heart Badger 100. Thank you. It's kind of. Please tell me you didn't bring up me the drinker, but thank you.
He
Rossi.
did.
Oh, you were there. Good.
I was there.
Oh boy, that's
God. There were witnesses.
That's fun. That's not awkward. Rossi for 5. Badger, I wanted to get
he did
Crunk.
it in a very respectful way.
Good, because sometimes he
Was it at Longhorn Steakhouse?
he's fun. Oh Jesus. Wanted to get Crunk, but everyone is streaming or sleeping. You get Crunk for us, then go attack Leon. God, Rossi.
He might know where I am.
I humbly request an audience. I'll skew you where you stand. I gave no such order.
The Odyssey clips we'll make are going to be great, especially if like a gray running across the sand before getting skewered by memberships. That should be the first clip. Lord Comment for 5. Chris Gore's thoughts on Odyssey was a 4 out of 10. Mine's a 3 out of 10. It's almost as bad as Supergirl. Almost. typey.
Leon's keyboard sounds like a fat dog running down a hallway.
There's a receptionist.
Yeah. You need your nails trimmed.
Much love, ABF. Yeah, and Andy. Yeah, no. Shout out to everyone. Katie should be here soon. She's busy slaying demons or something in her second job, which I approve of. I approve of. Andy's actually surrounded by salt, so they can't get in to attack him. Shout out. Thank you, Lord Combat.
What's a fairy?
That's a ferret.
Oh. If he bites you, you get rabies and you die.
No, that's not true. He never bites.
He bites. All right, yeah, let's get into it. I don't want to talk about Odyssey immediately. I just want to talk about one thing first, because then it kind of leads into Odyssey, because one of the actors is in it, and that was this whole kerfluffle that not only is he injured, but he's just going to be entirely replaced. Now, my supposition is for God of War. My supposition is that it probably wasn't working, and they're just using this as a chance. Because if it was working, they would just wait until he's better.
That's exactly what I thought too. Because I was like Googling, WebMD style, finding out how long it takes for that type of injury to heal. It's plenty of time, and it seems like they're just, finding someone else on purpose.
Probably could have filmed other scenes, like less intense scenes with him that he could have done.
Or like all the other scenes with everyone else. But
in the meantime, I'm saying,
yeah.
And then get back to it.
He probably this one says it was in June that he did it. Sorry, go ahead, Nyet.
He probably heard it because he wasn't the right size for Kratos. I mean, in terms of height, he's a very tall dude, but he needed to get like bolt and yoked, and part of the condition of him playing Kratos was to be as massive as possible. And so the fact that he's got an injury, the fact that they'll have to delay till October would mean that obviously he's not going to be working out during that time, especially not his arms or shoulders. So he's not going to be the size that they require for Kratos. So yeah, I think
you say Kratos way cooler than I do.
How do you say it?
Kratos.
He pronounces the Kratos.
Yeah, the toasts. I like that part. Yeah, it sounds fancier. Like that's probably what they would call him. It's more accurate.
Yeah,
I like it.
Probably
I wasn't being mean.
Actually, they wouldn't. He also wouldn't say father though, because he'd be Greek. So
you son of a bitch,
boy.
Yeah.
And since he made that injury, he was probably like trying too hard to fit the role that like Nyet was saying didn't really fit, and he probably pushed it too hard.
Well, and he was actually in Odyssey. He played the trainer for Tom Holland, his manservant mentor. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he's pretty big. He says he's 6'6".
Still not like a little bitch. He's
Jack,
the one that goes with Telemachus into the temple and gets assassinated.
Well,
right?
he drinks the poisoned
that's what
wine. Yeah.
He was Opie in Sons of Anarchy also. He was a big dude in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But again, a lot of pushback immediately when he was cast. And I don't know. I worry about everything when they're adapting beloved things like that. We got a chance to do something really stunning and brave, though. I'm just saying.
Oh my
Shout out
God.
Dr. Clown. What if
I like Pedro more now?
What if our boy
Fucking
Kratos? Kratos. Yeah, what are you talking about? That's the greatest Viking warrior.
That looks like the generic soldiers that you fight for like a necromancer.
It actually looked like Quan Chi from fucking Mortal Kombat.
It did kind of look
like,
Quan Chi-ish. Went from God of War to God of Whining. I mean, if I separate my bicep, I'm probably going to be complaining.
It's probably
quite heavily. It's probably pretty, to rip completely. I wonder what he was doing.
He was probably lifting while he was juicing. That's my guess.
Dude, now he's Kratos, I tell you.
That was a good one.
We appreciate a good dad joke, right? Yeah, we appreciate a good dad joke. My God. Yeah, no, what does Broken Cowl say? Torn biceps, no joke. What sucks is he spent 4 months beefing up for the role. Oh, if I was him, I would be on fucking unaliving watch. This would have changed his career, assuming it went well. Would have changed his career, right? He's mainlining a fucking headlining a show.
Also would have changed his career.
Yes.
Yeah,
that is true. But, bro, especially if he's a fan of the games or whatever, and you do all that work, and it's like, sorry. Not only do you go get to be like in convalescence for the next 6 months, but then someone else is going to be, fucking your woman, basically doing the job that you thought was going to be you.
Cavill would never. They put a whole entire productions on pause for him.
I think a perfect example of this was Spartacus. where when Andy Whitfield was first diagnosed with the cancer he got, bro, they were just going to wait. They made up and shot an entire separate series waiting for him to see if he could beat it. Like, that's how good he was in the role. That's how much it was working. So, I mean, maybe times have changed.
That's the reason there was like
Blood and Sand, the spit-off one with
Sand?
whatever the
I didn't know that was the reason.
Yeah.
Was because specifically because of his cancer.
Yeah, was he was so fucking good in that role that they were going to wait and give him time to, because that was a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma or something like that. Yeah, holy hell. And yeah, it was Amazon. But Amazon is hit or miss. Yes, they've done Rings of Power, but they've also done Reachers and Terminal List and Dark World. So Fallout. Yes, well, yeah. That could be used by both sides as a good and bad argument. I've learned.
Well, one side.
God of War was going to be a series, right? Not a film. The sad thing is, if he'd done the first season and injured himself, they would have been forced to keep him because, like, I don't know if you guys remember with the Maze Runner series, the main guy broke his leg and they had to stop production for six to 8 months, I think it was, till he healed for the second movie. And they're waiting because he's the main character of that.
And he had to run, so he needed his legs. Yeah.
This dude got like 3 or 4 episodes that they're gonna have to reshoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say they already got a couple episodes in, I think.
Yeah,
more than that. I've seen 4, but he has 3 IMDb credits.
These movies or these shows are usually like several million per episode at this point, almost the cost of like mid-budget movies. How is it not cheaper to just wait for him to heal as opposed to reshoot everything with a new actor?
Because all those people,
and Rossi did a thing.
Jesus,
they wanted to get rid of him. That's the whole.
Yeah, but
argument.
how many more episodes did they really need to film? Is I guess the point.
I would assume that a show like that, a lot of it is actually special effects. Once you get past the practical, you know what I'm saying, and they maybe hadn't even gotten started on it. So it was and they also probably have slots where they want it to release in a certain time period, and it probably wasn't working. So it's a string of all of those. They're like, fuck it, we'll just recast. We'll take a loss. We'll just reshoot it, and then and that might be the other thing. These motherfuckers need time for it to go through the special effects post production, and they can't be waiting for someone to, like, I don't know, next year sometime he'll be able to shoot. And so yeah,
hopefully they had their like side bitch already. Because
recast the kid too. Recast the kid because the kid looked fucking way too young
as well.
Yeah. Way too young, and
maybe get a new costume and makeup department while we're at it.
Just maybe don't do it. Just maybe don't do it. Rossi for a $100 Red Boy.
Go.
No, I was telling Drinker I met Goodwin and Melvin deeply. Because I'm a mod for Theory, the show where Theory and you were on the same show. Oh yeah, remember that Rule of 3? That was great. We'll go back to it. I asked them to post the Theory Saber link. Drinker just said, "You're so knowledgeable. That's it. No worries. #have Well, bless him and bless you."
He sent you $100 to tell you, "No, don't worry. It wasn't a bad thing."
He's
does that make you worried that it might have actually been a bad thing?
Maybe.
No.
Some hush money.
No, Rossi is sweet boy. He have good life story, but he not long for world.
This is sick boy's room. Not a week's gone by, hasn't come down with some sort of ailment. Shingles, hepatitis, crabs. That was his fault. Matzo ball soup, Jewish penicillin. Thanks, man. Don't pick at it. Moving on. We'll need to move.
By the way,
it gets more
Gooch
accurate every time we
the
play.
tape measure at the bar and measured Kada, then Rossi, then me, and we're all 1 inch taller than the other. We're like Verizon bars.
Yes, I've seen Gooch Johnny Appleseeding across. It was a joke at one point, but now it's serious. To see Johnny Appleseeds across our beautiful country. I went up with the Dooleys, went up with you.
But is anybody else wondering why Gooch just carries around a tape measure in his pocket?
Got to measure the biceps,
funnier
bro.
enough, he pulled it off of our black friend, Aaron Jenkins, who for some reason was carrying around a tape measure. Don't know why, because it wasn't even like one of those small little travel ones. It was like one of the full-on big, like, you got a crank handle to it once.
Oh my god!
Why do you have that at the bar?
Weapon.
Panoyaker for $4.99. Odyssey equals worst Nolan movie other than Tenet. It's one of his weaker movies. Would rather watch Dunkirk and Dark Knight Rises, which is underrated. Okay, let's just get into it then. Yeah,
I'd rather play anime roulette and watch any random anime over the Odyssey.
This is like another dividing one.
Degenerate B movie level anime, the worst slop ever. Sorry, what were we saying, Badger? I have some thoughts on the Odyssey.
I know you do, and you feel very passionate.
Oozing
about it.
forth. Sorry,
this is. It's like same and different with He-Man, where we're all kind of all over the place. Some were polar opposites and somewhere are in the middle. This is where I went into it at, was basically what this person was saying when it was like, well, now this is a pickle about the Odyssey. Alan Ng from Film Threat said it was boring and pretentious. Chris Gore didn't seem to have good things to say or be blown away, but Jeremy Johns gave it an awesome tacular rating. That is a really mixed bag, and I respect each of these people's takes because they aren't shillers and will give honest takes based on their deep knowledge of cinema. I was going to skip it, blah, 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 blah. So I went in there like having people I trust telling me all the things that I could possibly feel about a movie. And when all is said and done, if I had to choose one of those three people, I would say I'm on Team Alan. I'm on Team Alan.
I did it, Badger. I went back to Jeremy John's video and
you commented?
And I commented and I might have unsubscribed.
Really?
I can no longer trust him. His opinion is no longer valid. He was the last one we had, the last mainstream guy we had too.
I don't want to go that far because people like Eugene and others.
If they had said, imagine if they said Et tu, Brute. Imagine if they had some fucking Greek in the Odyssey. Maybe a little Roman even would have been great. Fuck.
I don't know. I don't want to accuse everyone that says it's fucking really good as just being biased or whatever. Just like I don't want to be accused of being biased for it.
They just have poor taste, and Nolan has melted the brain, and they're part of the consensus that says you have to like Chris Nolan, or else you're not in the club. You're not a true critic.
Well, when Nadia said she liked it, that kind of
prestige. Yeah, I know. Hearing that makes okay, it is shit.
I'm fucking with you now. Well, not really, but I love you. ABF, did you find something to watch? I'm assuming you did, right? You said it was just maybe a little.
I watched it and I enjoyed it to a certain extent, but it was very mid.
So what did you enjoy about it? This is not a trick question, but like, what did you find yourself? Because I kept waiting to have myself be pulled in any direction by anything of the movie, you know?
Well, okay. So I read the book a long time ago. I remember nothing about it. Right. So there's not any lore for that to mess up for me. So I'm sitting there enjoying a story, and I kind of enjoyed just them, trying to see what's around each corner. And, what I mean by that is I enjoyed watching them sail and run it into the next thing. But like I was saying, it let me down quite a bit because, everybody built this movie up, and I actually think that this is Nolan's second worst film.
I'd say worse. I think I hate this more than Tenet.
I hate Tenet more than this movie.
I might need to do a rewatch of Tenet, see which one I hate more.
I really actually did. I was like, I need to rewatch Tenet to see which one is.
Yes, rewatch Tenet and then rewatch the 1990s or whatever Odyssey movie or TV movie.
That one is great. Watch that one, the 1997 with Armand Assante. Yeah, that is still going to be the definitive version for me personally. 160 plus of you. Make sure you hit that like button. Nyat. What did you think? Just your,
I thought it was a pretty horrendous adaptation of one of the greatest stories of all time. The Christopher Nolan can't write for shit. Like, his best movies are the ones written by his brother Jonathan. He's a gassed up mid that's been gassed up by the studios, by his fans, by his family, by himself. Like, the dialogue is atrocious. Like, he's modernized everything, and so every time the actors are speaking, it takes me out of the world. The casting is messed up. You've got the second in command British Indian guy with an American accent playing a Greek, arriving on an island saying, "We're Greeks from Ithaca." It's like,
I'm glad I'm not the only one that fucking laughed when that scene happened.
I laughed so many times. I laughed 15 to 20 times. Belly laugh. I laughed more than Scary Movie at this movie. I totally took my whole theater out of the movie with how many times I laughed. Not a single joke was told to. They honestly should have told a joke or two.
This is 60. This will get blocked after the stream, and then I'll just cut it out. But for us right here, you guys need to see this.
They said they thought we were the sea people. No. We're Greeks.
The guy on the right's black.
He's actually Greek, and the language he's speaking is Greek. And so the black dude and the Indian dude say, no, we're Greeks from Ithaca.
Troy. We're headed west on the southerly winds.
Yeah, that scene got me laughing out loud.
I love how everyone's using the same French copy to.
Oh, is that?
around.
Is that what it? Well,
I
at least
think
it's not
French.
gambling commercials on it. You got.
That's true.
Katie and Andy, just your base thoughts after seeing it.
Welcome in, Katie. By the way.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry,
I
I'm
did the
late.
clappy thing. No, it's okay.
No, it's way too fucking long. Like there's so many scenes that were clearly added in to give specific people that he wanted to cast screen time that didn't need to be there. And so it was like I feel like there was such a negative marketing ploy to like hide the fact that this film was already trash to begin with. Like that there were so many issues like with the film that they were trying to hide behind the fact that they cast Lupita or Hurts talking about how they focus so much on women. They don't. Like all of those things are so inconsequential and it's completely unnecessary. It doesn't like make the film better. Even the stuff with Travis Scott, like none of it made the film better. It was all unnecessary. Other than that, like what's probably even more frustrating is like there's scenes that are so good. Like there's stuff that I was actually like invested in and entertained by, but it's interspersed by stuff that like I couldn't care less about. And I feel like Nolan's done good stuff in the past, and it's just like this is so far from any of that. Like the number of people who were saying like this is his best film, I'm like, what are you like? Have you seen of any of his other films? I'm like, there's no way you think this is his best film.
Yeah. Could you tell us a scene you liked? Because you're talking about these scenes that you really enjoyed, and I was waiting for them, and I didn't really get many.
Towards the end, I feel like once you're getting towards end. Yeah, like when it actually starts picking up, and you actually like when Odysseus actually comes back, like the stuff between Matt Damon and John Leguizamo, like that stuff was actually entertaining. Like the back and forth between him. It's better than the other stuff, or when like him
sitting on the steps talking to Penelope. Plus, like once he actually strings the bow and then like does the thing, she's like, "It's him!" Like that made me feel some things.
That's the thing. And when he's fighting the suitors, and then even when like there was more emotional resonance when he's getting like his feet washed, and you realize
that was the one scene that worked for me is when the servant sees the scar. Yeah.
Yes, I'm like all of that actually worked. I'm like I felt nothing with Tom Holland and any like everyone who's like trying to glaze Tom Holland scenes as if he did such an amazing job. I was like, bro, that was the most flat stuff for me.
I felt like it was just Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about the dog? Did the dog tug at your heartstrings?
No, because they didn't build on any of it. I feel like there was no actual like investment in the relationship between Odysseus and the dog. I feel like they used it as a plot device to just have his son realize it's him, and I got nothing from it.
So they should have thrown that part of the plot off a cliff.
No, I feel like they should have invested more time in it.
Oh, okay.
It's depressing in the book too.
Sorry, we already threw it off the cliff. Sorry.
Andy, did you have any just opening salvos? Even though Niat like nuked it.
I was just incredibly disappointed. I don't think I've ever hated a Christopher Nolan film. Like I genuinely enjoyed.
You haven't seen The Prestige? You should watch The Prestige.
I love The Prestige.
It's a great film.
I love it.
Yeah.
But this is probably my least favorite Nolan film. I'm saddened at how it seems like people are afraid to like address like just the very clear issues with the film because there's like this cult of Nolan that's formed. And I drill down pretty deep, and I know like it pisses Katie off. I'll like some weird fucking movies for like one thing, and there's like moments in this film I like. The take on the Cyclops, like it felt very Del Toro to me. I liked the body stuff with the look, the pigs. I
or
thought
the characterization.
No, just the look in like the fact that it was the stop motion feel of like old. I appreciate.
But the Down syndrome face, you like the Down syndrome face?
I liked it because I thought it was a cool take that it felt like an abomination. Like
Pan's Labyrinth sucks too. I said it
because of the whole thing with in the Greek, in the Pantheon, like they're banging all these creatures, and so I like that it was like this abomination. I didn't like the scene though, and that's the thing. Like because
I felt frustration during that whole thing.
Very frustrated.
Cyclops doesn't say anything. He just comes in, eats two people, and then lays down in front of them and goes to sleep.
Stupid.
Instantly.
And so, and I think you said it in your review. You used the term schizophrenic. I think we actually said bipolar for everything I liked. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, very next scene. deep frustration. And I think if there had been anybody who told Nolan no, it would have been better. I think I said if it was a silent film, it would have been better because the dialogue is so fucking bad. And the lack of a score, you needed it. Like the
I would kill for
fine.
Hans Zimmer to fucking do any. Yes.
When you with the dog, if there had been any swell of fucking emotion like you have at like Gladiator or in any of the other, Nolan films, but they gave you nothing. And I hated the ending. I thought the ending was stupid. Like lecturous.
That's where the pretension for me came in. When it
We are
all
the
boiled
sea
down to
people.
ostensibly Penelope was just upset that she couldn't be queen, and then Lupita's 30 seconds is Helen just to lecture Tom Holland. That's where the pretension
won't shut up about Zeus's law, and is actually like, you know what, fuck it.
Well,
even Odysseus sort of. Go ahead, Andy. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. Odysseus's PTSD from the Trojan War make no fucking sense. Like he's basically saying that they were responsible for the destruction of civilization and the fall of the Bronze Age, and he's so like torn by what they did in Troy, which is weird for a fucking king and general, because the things they did in Troy was what they always did in battle. The sacking of Troy is no different from any other conflict.
Presumably, he meant them getting access by pretending to give a gift and then deceiving them, and that was a version of breaking Zeus's. He thinks, and that is the start of everything. Yeah,
until the end when he says "fuck Zeus's law."
But that wasn't
for a penny and for a pound.
That wasn't really the start of it all, because in Homer's Odyssey, in the poem, the way that guests are treated is sort of hammered home a few times. Like there is a section where he swims to the Phaeacians and he's welcomed in, like they wash his feet, they feed him, they clothe him, and that's where he sort of recollects the events of Troy. But you've got Circe, who is a witch and a demigod who doesn't treat her visitors well. Like she turns Odysseus's men into pigs. You've got Calypso, who imprisons him against his will, which is changed in this adaptation as well, where she reluctantly does that to him to rehabilitate him. Like all of the changes that Nolan made robs this movie of the meaning that it should have had. Like the interaction with Cyclops as well, the pun by Odysseus saying that he's nobody, and when they leave, Odysseus is so egotistical and so hubristic, which that he basically shouts out his name. He's like, by the way, my name is not nobody, it is Odysseus. And so then Cyclops goes to his father, Poseidon, and tells him, Odysseus did this to me. So there's a lot of like meaning and themes in the original text that are completely lost in translation.
So I thought Matt Damon. Go ahead, Leon, and then we'll go ahead.
Yeah, well, because Erwin was talking about like Zeus's law, fuck my Zeus the whole nine. And Nia, you recently read the books. It's been a long time since I read it, so maybe I'm misremembering. But it wasn't Zeus that was punishing them in the original. It was Poseidon, right? So why is Zeus being brought up? Unless maybe I'm misremembering.
It's Poseidon. I mean, Athena's not in this fucking adaptation, right? Like she's some sort of hallucination. But in the poem, Athena petitions Zeus to rescue Odysseus from Calypso, and so Zeus sends Hermes over to Calypso to bargain for his release.
Stop taking his memories and fucking him. Let him go.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
So is that changed? That's why I couldn't cut.
Well,
yeah, Athena's not. Go ahead.
Well, that's the part I feel like probably annoyed me like the most. They go back and forth of deciding when they want to pretend the gods are real and when they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So like Athena doesn't exist in this film.
Talking zombies and cliff krakens are real though, because like he told them you go this different way and he knew what was going to happen.
But that's the thing. So we're supposed to
real.
believe that the underworld is real and all of that stuff, but then the actual gods don't exist.
It was a horrible mistake to try to make it grounded, gritty, and realistic. Either he should have done there's no supernatural shit and given real world explanations, or it should have been fantastical and you just accepted it was a different world, and then that world ended and it goes into Arver. But they did neither of those things, and so it fails on all levels. Basically,
it was jarring when you go back and forth.
Yeah,
very jarring.
Kind of to Leon's point about Poseidon, it's because the film's not really about Odysseus's, difficulties getting home. It's about his collective guilt about this watershed moment where, because they betrayed their morals with Troy, the world is falling apart, and we're going to descend into madness and a dark age because we're bad. It's
not just Troy and the whole Athena angle, it's the Sinon angle. So essentially the whole plot you can come down to put
Sinon.
it to Sinon, whatever that bitch's name is. So betrays the tranny friend, and that leads to the downfall of civilization.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest problem I have with the movie, is that they're trying to get you to sympathize with the worst part of it opening with in the beginning.
Yeah, the opening sucks.
Yeah,
The opening,
it's actually the worst.
Yes.
I laughed so much in the beginning. I felt so bad for my theater, but they deserved it.
But no, they're trying to pull on your heartstrings from that one scene.
So this is how it opens. This is how it.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, you get the idea. It's
And
really painful.
And I say with the editing, the amount of times it went from dark to bright as fuck, they were literally flashbanging constantly.
Mm-hmm.
The audio was raping my ears. What were we saying, Badger? Sorry.
To Niat's point about, like, I found Matt Damon, I didn't care about his character. I'm supposed to be caring about him getting home and be super caught up in it. To me, he was super one note. He had almost no fucking personality. I saw nothing of the previous versions of Odysseus and faults. So he's just kind of dragged along from point A to point B.
Because he's robbed of.
Okay.
So I was just going to say quickly, he's robbed of his intelligence in the poem and his hubris. Like, those are the two defining characteristics of Odysseus. In this, he's a bloody dumbass. Like, when they leave the Cyclops, his men are free. So what does he do? He fires a fucking arrow into its eye, and it leads to more of his men dying. It's like, what is going on here? And then at the start,
say why, right?
Yeah.
And then when they leave Troy after 10 years, when they finally sack Troy and they're leaving, his men are like, oh, we should follow Agamemnon because he's got a larger fleet and he's following a route that we followed before. We'll get home, in a couple of months. And he's like, no, we'll go our own way. We followed him for too long. What does that do? That leads to all of his men dying. Like, he constantly makes these stupid decisions in the film that robs him of the intelligent character that he is. He's one of the greatest generals of all time. You don't get that in this movie.
Could have fooled me.
I say I need likable and easy to root for. He was likable. He was not easy to root for.
I didn't think he was likable. I didn't
think he was likable either.
Likable enough.
Yeah, like to Nia's point, that's what I was going to say. Like the scene when he walks out and he says that he's going to go save Telemachus. I've seen people posting that screenshot, be like, "Oh, this is the biggest lock-in moment I've ever seen." I don't think so at all, because you've seen 2 hours of him not being formidable, not being intelligent. There's no boiling below the surface of just rage and indignation and ego.
Especially when you're watching him look like a crazy person who doesn't remember his family, and then he's going through like the therapy sessions with Calypso, and I'm like, what are we doing?
It's very temporally complex, as they said, because it's literally all over the place with timelines and.
Yeah.
And then I think it hurts the scenes when he does go off in the temple, because it feels almost like it's just like a hollow character. It feels like it was written so that you'd project yourself into it. I just didn't like it.
It's like Niat said, they changed the okay, so I came home and I watched Troy again, and that entire movie is all about legacy. It's
so
what will you leave behind? What will you do? Honor versus dishonor. It's the common through line. This is all about you guys are bad because you broke Zeus's law and you're not doing it the right way. It's like a weird like prescription for current problems through the lens of this, but doesn't work. You've taken all the epicness out of it. It's
be nice to the black guy who kicks your dog. It's Zeus's law until you murder him. Then that's cool.
Travis Scott doing all the narration and then cutting to this. Who the fuck knew it would be this accurate?
It's
so perfect.
Bro, I think Nolan hates Elliot Page. Like, I think that this was like a
humiliation ritual.
She looks so bloody goofy in that armor.
It's so fucking.
It's so bad.
Who knew?
That's the actual movie.
Yeah, that's the actual movie there at the bottom. It's literally hilarious. It starts with him,
Travis Scott,
on the beach drinking. Because they've told Sinon, hey, this is a gift we left. You stay. You let him know what it is, and they whatever fuck didn't know that the soldiers were all on the inside of it. It's the very beginning. It's the very beginning.
That's awful. What a way to grip you and pull you into a movie.
And then he feels bad about that throughout the whole movie, and then that ends up being
For
not.
what reason?
It's because he didn't respect his fallen dead enough, and so that destroys the Bronze Age.
Well, it was the little straw that was
lodge,
drawn,
yeah,
and they changed spots, and he was hoping that what's his face was going to be his place instead, and he felt really bad about it, and they wanted us to feel bad about that in the movie. But I did
hilarious.
A little bit of accidental fake news. A little bit of accidental fake news. No one calls Sinon the greatest fucking soldier or warrior.
No, not at all.
Yeah, at the end he says he's the bravest man, which is equally as laughable. But yeah, Chris must have been in a fugue state when he said he heard that line, and I understand it. But yeah, and also the revelation of how Sinon actually got there versus who was supposed to go and walk out.
He's the bravest ... and most expendable. Thanks for guarding our gift, idiot. Also, we're gonna drown everyone in here, so honestly, you probably ended up better.
All this horror business for 10. Nolan's Dunkirk. Is it bad horror movie about cowards running away from an invisible enemy? Nolan was a coward for refusing to show a German human being on screen. I don't trust anything he does anymore. That's an interesting take.
Yeah, the Sinestro profile pic definitely checks out.
Sinestro, yeah.
Look, if you think they are Greek, you'll believe I'm Elvis. No, the verisimilitude is something you're going to hear a lot of people saying, and normally it's a pretty apt use of verisimilitude. It had none. Granola, shout out. He became a member because if you don't, we got to kick the Greys into the green pit. But thankfully, if you do it yourself, you get like armors and weapons, and it's great.
This is Sparta!
I took the money and spent it on an AB street. Thank you. Bless you. Magnum Norris, shout out for 10. Chris Nolan is a great director who chose to create this drama by casting creatures for white people. If I was Greek, I would be mad as shit.
They are.
Yes,
they are.
Are the Greeks so based they're doing what Egypt did over Cleopatra though, and fucking suing? Because I would love to see that. Like
they should if they could. Yeah. For 10, another 10. He knew that trans actors will do stupid shit that should have been done by Achilles, and he's pissed on Homer by fucking this up. Travis Scott, what the fuck are we doing? What Andy said is what I've.
So ethnically cleansing white people, something Andy probably knows about. What were you gonna say?
Nolan has no one to tell him no. He has no producing partner that stops him from doing certain things, and it's kind of gotten out of control, at least for me personally. That's what I'm seeing when I see it. It's
I just watched Interstellar. It is phenomenal. He also wrote that along with I believe
that's my favorite Nolan movie.
This is
because
the
my
exact
issue is
opposite.
every single thing I thought was going to be my biggest problem, while an issue, was kind of the least of the problems, and it's the fact that it's just not a very well written script. It's breakneck editing. You can't breathe. No room to breathe or attach yourself to anything.
Yeah. What if Matthew McConaughey was Himesh Patel's character? What were you going to say, Nia?
Merv.
It'd be so much better. Yeah, it would have been so much better.
No, everything wrong with this movie has to do with every creative decision that Nolan made. He's the writer, so the dialogue is awful. The plot progression and adaptation is awful. The sets are not historically accurate. Neither are the costumes. What else? The music. Ludwig Göransson is a great composer, and he's done really phenomenal work in the past. But his music was discordant.
He was
compared to
he
the
was
images
told,
on screen.
Yeah, he was put in a box on that one, I think.
Yeah, only instruments from 3,000 years ago. Sorry, bro.
By the way, the vocal swell for the score that they do when he's on the raft sounds like Viva La Vida by fucking Coldplay. Like, not good.
The amount of rumbling is what pissed me off.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, continue.
No. I'm pretty much done. Like, every creative choice is awful. This is a bad film, not just a bad adaptation. It is horrible. It is his worst movie by far.
Schizophrenic. Too incongruent, cognitive dissonance, all the fucking things. It's fantastical, but it's realistic. It's a classic epic, but it's modern. I don't want fucking instruments that didn't exist back then, but we'll have trap music and this literally
You sound like you're writing a sequel to Alanis Morissette's Ironic right now, just so you know.
It is this is the least of the problem because yeah, they're barely fucking in it. The issue is that all of the casting is this. Odysseus's men are all Asian, Indian, black, and then generic whites in the background, but all the people in the forefront doing and saying all the things. It makes no sense. And this goes for the suitors too, with Penelope.
If you're gonna cast, because I had a big problem with the casting, you know, before even seeing the movie. So the script wasn't even an issue yet. I think the casting was what I had a problem with the most. Why even put them in there if they're in that long? Like, why did they use all their, you know,
because it was performance
brownie points, I guess, on them?
Like even the other casting though, like the surrounding cast was like distracting for Andy and I because I'm like, I know most of those people. Like I recognized
like the
tons
extras were like known actors, and you're like, why is the dude from the Three Body Problem just palling around in the background?
Takeshi Kovac from Altered Carbon.
Yeah,
Asian.
He's the Asian. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are these people doing here?
Latinos?
Have no lines.
It's distracting.
Yeah, there was, despite what John Leguizamo said, not to watch anything he's in. There was also, yes, a Latino is one of the main Greeks.
Andy, Andy, could you yell like a guy from New Jersey and then grab Katie by her chin and then show off like her disfigurement or something? That'd be really,
the face.
Really leaderly of you.
Maybe
John
500
Leguizamo
chips.
was surprisingly one of the better actors in the movie. But to answer your question, ABF, why has he gone this route with casting? It's to hit some diversity checklists that are required to be nominated for an Oscar. That's the reasoning behind it.
That seems to be the common thought.
But you know, the Travis Scott thing aside, like the main opener to me, what I remember as the opening was Elliot Ellen Page, whatever the hell you want to call that thing, being, you know, speared. It's the dumbest thing ever, and it set the entire tone.
Yes.
It's
I also, I'm curious, Nia, if you don't mind my asking, because you say it's in the diversity quota for the Oscars. I know a lot of people are saying that, but if that was the case, why lead the entire marketing around all of this and whatnot? Maybe is it not possible that this is actually just the sort of nonsense that Nolan believes now without his brother there? I mean, he's got
two things can be true.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a case of both those things being the issue. I was also going to mention, like, okay, if you're going to go down the route of casting Lupita Nyong'o as Helen, okay, we'll just run with the notion that she's the most beautiful woman that's ever been. But then why make her sister, Clytemnestra, a twin? So they look exactly the same. So it sort of undermines a face launching 1,000 ships when Agamemnon has the same face.
Sorry, bro, that's already mine. You got to go get your twinsy.
Maybe about 10% of those ships. Sorry.
Maybe one's got a lazy eye.
Yeah, in the very beginning, when they talk about how Agamemnon sacrificed his daughter so they could have good, fair winds.
Didn't anyone else laugh at the little mulatto getting thrown off the cliff? I did. Was that
what
that
I
make
would
me
have
a bad
said,
person?
Just now. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, randomly, Agamemnon has a black daughter. You come to find out that it's, of course, the made-up twin sister of Helen.
So stupid.
So that we can have a fictional bad ending for Agamemnon.
Am I allowed to say mulatto?
Yeah.
They're saying the Boondocks.
Katie gives you the
Not like that.
The impasse.
I mean, the point that I was making with like Travis Scott at the beginning is, I mean, in the poem, it is a bard that sings the song, and when Homer's Odyssey was originally written, I think it was in the 4th century BC. It had existed for about 400 to 500 years before that. And it had been passed down across centuries by poets. So I understand why he picked sort of like a rapper, because that's a modern day poet and he's going for a modern translation. But Travis Scott is one of the worst fucking rappers of all time. Like, maybe get Kendrick Lamar, who's won, I think the...
this is what he's known for. This is what Travis Scott's known for, doing this.
Rain dance.
Get a lyricist, an actual poet like Kendrick Lamar, maybe.
Oh,
potentially.
No, Chris Nolan helped him with it. And I think that or the rap song at the end, he helped him write one of them.
Well, like Nia on his stream brought up Mel Gibson's Apocalypto and how they went full like authentic casting. And you ask yourself, how could Mel Gibson get people who've never acted before to give better like performances than a bunch of Academy Award winners? And the worst of all, like, you've got your buddy Travis Scott there. You don't say, hey, maybe one more take, bro, because that was shit. It like, just as a performance, it was shit.
It was shit because the dialogue is shit. You can't say daddy when playing an ancient Greek character and make it believable. Like,
yeah, he said father once. I was like, oh, he said it. Good.
But that also pissed me off because I'm like, okay, so we're gonna commit to nothing.
We're aware of
So
the word.
we're
but we
aware
can't-
of the word father and mother, but we're just
Oh,
gonna pretend that like we're gonna say it sometimes. And then we're gonna say
Lupita.
dad, daddy.
So
we're just gonna swap.
It's Lupita. She's the one who says mother and father. No one else says it. It's only Lupita that says mother and
Telemachus
father.
says father.
Tom
at
says
the end.
you. Yes.
He does once.
He
So
says
it's like, why
it.
did
That's
Says, so you're my
like-
father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
You my
playing
father.
with it. So
Can-
we're just gonna say
I-
father once, but not the rest of the time.
So I saw the post. Imagine if Mel Gibson had directed it. It would have been so much better. Oh my
So good.
God.
It would have been historically
But
accurate.
God
The
chose him to
entire
do.
house would be Greek.
Yeah, God chose him to do Temptation of Christ 2 and literally cause the Great Awakening and save humanity. God bless Mel
So
Gibson.
I'm
Please protect him.
tired of the go-to argument, and then we'll get to the supers. I'm tired of when people go, there's fucking monsters. Why do you care about this? Like, how many times does this need to be fucking explained to you? That the bigger the ask, the bigger you're asking me to believe some shit that doesn't jive with actual reality, the more everything else needs to make sense. I'll believe that there's fucking Hydra and Krakens and gods and monsters, but you got to let the Greeks actually look like Greek people, not black, Asian, and fucking brown. I'm sorry. It makes your brain go, wait, what?
So you can believe in monsters, but
Yeah.
not other colored people.
Correct.
But also,
To be
if you're
fair,
gonna do the
sometimes they're one
monsters-
and the same.
Heyo.
But if you're gonna do the monsters, then commit to the gods. Why are we having Athena be someone who's not an actual god?
Well, okay, so the interpretation would be that it is, but only he's
That
seeing
she's
it,
taking the
and it's
form of,
presenting the form of the girl and the thing that he feels guilty because PTSD. Just fucking give us a god.
I don't know. That is a very recent kind of midwit criticism or debunking, is this thing of like, well, it's all make believe anyways. And so when
who
your core
cares?
argument is fallacious, when it is that we can't critique because it's not real, you're also invalidating your own debunking of the criticism. That's why you shouldn't do it. You
I
know?
do love some fallacious, but
I say Badger often probably hears Star Wars is for kids as the excuse. I feel like it.
It's the same
it's
thing,
very
yeah.
similar.
when we
if you're-
critique things in there too, yes, it's for the verisimilitude, as they say. God, I can't wait till Monday. Can't wait to see what he's gonna fucking say. Mildly annoyed. Switched it. Mildly
shout
annoyed
out.
anus gerbil. Yeah, for 10. I love Ellen Page. She's a great lady, and I love everything she does. I will find my way. God bless, bro. God bless. Maybe she can revert to an earlier save. Panoiker for $1.99.
It's called detransitioning. Yeah.
Dark Knight is way better than Odyssey. I don't hate The Dark Knight Rises. Like, I have my issues with Nolan Batman and his bad knees and Alfred leaving, but as far as the movie is concerned, I don't hate it the way everyone else does.
I don't understand the hate.
Yeah, and also Hans Zimmer music. So, Rossi for 5. Remember what Bo DeMeo said about diversity? He said you can have it in the background. You need to focus on the main characters and make them. I don't think it's too much to ask for the Greeks to. This is the problem that we have with like Rings of Power and Witcher. Like, you can't tell what fucking any of it is because everyone looks the same. It's the same generic mixing group. Whatever.
Actually, something just to
I'll say my hot
curious.
take.
Yeah, you might know this because you're talking about the Oscars and needing X amount of diversity and whatnot. Wouldn't Greeks be considered diverse? I mean, Greeks aren't exactly like white. They're like olive and whatnot. They're not usually considered
Mediterranean.
quote, white people. So
but
would
that's
would that
white
still
adjacent
not
to
work
these
for
people.
the? Wouldn't it still work for the Oscars for the
No,
diversity
it
quota?
wouldn't work because they're white passing. No,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
There's actual.
That doesn't
like-
even make any fucking sense.
No, they've
they're
actually defined
swarthy.
every single race, and that doesn't fall in it.
Wait,
But
really?
Yeah.
They're swarthy.
There's nothing as enlightened as building a chart to keep track of all the different races. That's
To tell
how
you
we
which one
beat
doesn't
racism.
count.
Yeah. Should hire IBM to do that for us.
They'll let you know about your
It's the Family
representation.
Guy. You have to hold up the chart.
Shout out like, again, when you do it yourself, you do get extra benefits, and I like that.
I can't swallow that. Well, then, good news. It's a suppository.
Actually, you missed one. Before we get to ABF, Rossi also threw one up here a little while ago.
Thank
wasn't
you,
it?
Rossi.
This burrito is delicious, but it is filling.
Appreciate you. ABF 6969, and he knows it's one of my favorite things.
Oh, it's such a beautiful number. 69.
I told my English professor I didn't really think we should study the Odyssey or the Iliad, but he just kicked me out for being Homer-phobic.
That's a great one.
See comment.
He had that one in the holster. How long has that been in the holster? You've been saving that one, haven't you? You banked that one.
He's been holding on to it for 20 years. Go ahead. Joe.
Mildly annoyed anus gerbil for 10. Maybe trap music doesn't belong in a serious fucking movie from the most popular and greatest written work of all time.
It's not trap music. I thought it was going to be all like, EDM rap stuff.
Well, during
no,
the credits,
it's like,
right?
It's just very much like one tone type music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they clap a couple like seashells together or some shit.
It does work at times for some of it, but other times you're like, this fucking sucks.
I didn't really notice it. Every once in a while I realize, a lot of drums are going on. But other than that, it's like, man, Hans Zimmer, his scores will carry you through so many fucking movies and make if you had just put the Superman theme to Superman 2025, it would have gone up like 2 points just from the fucking music.
It does a
maybe
ton of
1
heavy
point.
lifting.
Yeah. Oh, as an editor, 100%. Yeah, the music does like because I do it all in my editing and then put the music on towards the end usually, and it's like the whole time you're like, oh no, this is gonna suck. This is and then you add the music, and you're like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever made.
Well,
But
yeah, and any
not when
art
it's terrible
form, you're
music.
supposed to guide the audience through how you feel through the collection of different things. And it's like, if you ever been in like a creative writing class or a poetry class, you have people who try to just bullshit by throwing spaghetti at the wall, and they always hide behind the ambiguity of like, what does it mean to you? It's like, but to properly have art, you should convey some meaning. And I feel like that's the Odyssey. It's just a bunch of ambiguity.
Yeah, Jackson Pollock, the movie.
Pollock. One comment for 2. The movie don't hit any Homer runs.
Maybe
I've heard it
better.
both ways, Erwin.
Spectral Bean, shout out for 2. Fraudifer, no talent, Ian. Most overrated director.
That Chris Nolan's gamer tag, Jesus.
Odyssey is for homosexuals. Anyway,
Just
really going for it.
ABF's joke. Oh,
bless him. Yeah. Well, so at the end of the day, I didn't find one thing like the editing, the music, the characterization of people. Like the only actor I thought was not himself, just in that, like, it all just seemed like Matt Damon, who was tired and trying to get back home, not Odysseus, was Robert Pattinson. He was the only one I thought did a whole full complete performance.
To be fair, his jaw did like half the acting. That
I know,
jawline,
it's
bro,
chiseled out of rock.
but he
not
was
fair.
Pattinson was also very, I think Andy was saying, very melodramatic. It was very over the top and didn't feel like it fit the character that he was.
When he went little bitch, someone grab the spear. Everyone fight for me.
Yeah, he was like hugging that pillar.
But considering how
coward.
Yeah.
But considering how flat everybody else was, I can understand why he stood out to you. I think one of the best performances, which was underrated, was Xerxes.
Yes.
Nolan misunderstood the meaning of her character, but the actress did a decent enough job when she was transforming Odysseus's men into pigs. And the practical effects of that sequence was pretty solid too.
What are we supposed to believe that was, since we've got real world explanations for everything?
He's eating the lotus flower, so every single thing we saw while he recounted
That's before the
lotus.
lotus. He was remembering it wrong because of
because he was on all the drugs, which literally did affect his memory. So yeah, it's all made up. All the mythological stuff that he tells Calypso is all made up, allegedly.
I don't know if that's the movie explanation for it. I think we're supposed to actually believe that.
Yeah, but it makes even less sense. Yeah, which means it's right. Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. As we've seen, it's already made 17.6 in previews, but it needs somewhere like 750 or 800 million to break even. And I don't know anyone of our side that said it was going to flop. I think we said it might, air quotes, underperform, but even an underperforming is still better than most movies do right now.
I did say, if you mean flop as in like not break even,
Under
I
800?
don't think it will break even.
Agreed.
Really?
It's gonna have a crazy 2 weeks.
Man, that would be crazy.
And everyone's gonna be like,
go for it. Everyone probably
my IMAX is what I keep hearing. What are you thinking, Leon?
Yeah, I think this is going to have a generational fall off after the 2-week mark. Like the movies, obviously it's going to have a huge opening. Frankly, actually, like 17 million is that huge considering the budget. But that's neither here nor there. It's going to have a huge opening, and then the Nolan fans are going to come out and see it. But word of mouth for this amongst general audiences, I don't think it's going to be good enough to carry it to breaking even.
Yeah,
I mean,
no matter
well,
what Gary says.
If you just think about after your first watch, would you want to watch it again? That's not going to that carries weight with people.
I have
people actually
no desire to
recommending
watch
it.
this
Look,
again.
Yeah.
Look at how many people are watching. Look at like Badger. I know his review's doing well. People are watching reviews instead of going to fucking see it.
Have you seen the Metacritic rating?
It's like 5 point something, right?
That's
Which is,
right.
I think,
Metacritic is always more honest than Rotten Tomatoes because Metacritic isn't fucking, or at least amongst the audience score, isn't an aggregate. Like Metacritic is a great resource.
Yeah, and then IMDb, it's at 8.2.
Rotten Tomatoes is throttling how you can leave your review right now. They're
I have seen
reviewing
that.
your review before it goes.
Are they so like
Yeah,
beyond just needing to be verified? They're doing an additional throttle beyond
Yeah,
that.
they're like, okay, we're gonna review your review because things are kind of out of whack right now. Is basically how
Yeah.
they're saying it.
Because
Wow.
Universal owns a stake in it because they bought it and then spun it off. So because this is their movie, they're literally protecting it through Rotten Tomato. What were you saying yet?
Apparently, our good friend Alan is the reason that its score went from 100% to 98%.
I couldn't tell if they
on
were
opening
maybe
day.
being tongue in cheek about that, but
that's funny.
yeah. He was one of the first people to come out and call it a disaster.
Does that mean that he's going to lose certain access to things in the future? I mean, I'm glad that he's honest though.
Chris is going to have to go solo
for $4.99. When you go into, just like his wife, when are you going to talk to Robert Meyer Burnett about this again? That versus episode was presumably Monday. Yeah, and I will be very interested to hear what he has to say.
It would be hard for anybody who loves film to make the argument that this works as a film.
I see it. I see people saying it's great. Do they really
tech-
believe it?
The technical filmmaking, are you fucking crazy? Every technical part of this is atrocious. It literally irate me. The visuals are fucking terrible. They have a 3,000-pound IMAX camera, so there's absolutely zero camera work. It's all flat shots, and then editing that goes. You're wrong. Stop. And then some people are saying, "Oh, the music's good." Are you fucking?
I think
you just went so deaf you couldn't hear it.
Marvel, they just mean the fact that it's all on IMAX. It feels like a spec series or like a I can't believe we did this without thinking like maybe we shouldn't have done this. But
Okay, so the animatronic Cyclops, we did the whirlpool for real.
Yeah.
You might as well have done CGI because it didn't
But
look
that's
anything.
yeah, there's a bunch of nerd stuff that you'll appreciate if you care about like that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, we
Well, see,
had
that
3
was
or
actually
4
gonna
of
be
them.
my question because
Go ahead.
It's all
sorry.
bad though.
No, go ahead.
Every one of you guys, save for Nia, I haven't really heard how he talked about the technical aspect, but this is one of the things that Kato was saying when he was talking to me about it earlier was that it is on a technical level a well-made film, which is going to trip people into thinking that it is a good film when it's not. But you guys don't even seem to think it's a technically good film.
No,
I want to hear
not.
Kata to give a definition for technically good. I imagine it's some retardation. What were you saying? Yeah.
When you're talking about technical, you're describing the cinematography, the editing,
Right.
the sound design, the score, even like choreography and blocking. It is awful. Like this is one of I mean, there's a handful of things like as I mentioned, the pig transformation. There's some really great in-camera trickery afoot, like old school in-camera effects. But beyond that, no. Like on a technical level, this is one of the worst films of the year. Nolan's worst film by far.
Wow.
How fucking funny is that Kane Pixels, a 20-year-old kid, came out and just raffle stomped Christopher fucking Nolan?
But that's what I'm saying. I think people are getting so caught up on like the practical effects and the fact
Mhm.
that they were able to shoot this on IMAX. So like how big it is, like because we saw it in IMAX, it's massive. Like, and I think also because it picks up for the third act and things move a lot quicker and some of the shots do look beautiful, people are just being mesmerized by some of the stuff that looks really cool and then getting caught up in the third act and be like, oh, it was good. It's not good. The way it was cut is horrible.
They're wanting to give it praise for practical effects. Like we did it, they did everything in practical effects, so we should like give them a clap on the back. But it reminds me of that Chris Rock joke where it's just like, the woman saying, "I take care of my kids." You're supposed to.
Supposed
You
to,
dumb
you
motherfucker.
yeah.
What you want, a
Dumb
cookie?
motherfucker.
Like,
So one thing I noticed, I've been to say this, I just remembered I've wanted to say this for a couple streams now, and in my review, I don't think I said it. When Tom goes to the Sparta King, Menelaus or whatever. Yeah.
Menelaus.
Melanin.
It felt like a video game NPC where that NPC is just sitting there until you click on him, and then he goes through a pre-patterned out speech. Like he just started talking, but I felt like no connection, or like he was actually talking to him. It's just like, well, that's what he says. The fucking, do you do it again or repeat the dialogue?
And then
and I
when you
kind of
got
got that disconnect in a lot of the different talkings. It's like, okay, now say this, and it's just a series of events without any actual connection to it. Yeah.
There's like an epicness to the story as well. Like it's Athena who goes to Telemachus, Odysseus' son, and tells him to go to Menelaus, and she joins him. I think she takes the form of Mentor, who we see in the film. And then when he speaks to Menelaus, Menelaus describes this encounter with a shapeshifter. So he had to fight and capture this shapeshifter and ask him a question about where Odysseus is and what happened to him. And I think, am I correct? Like it's Menelaus that actually tells Telemachus that Odysseus is being captured by Calypso. Like all of the fantastic elements from the poem are just completely gone. And we get this flat performance from John Bernthal, as you said, basically like an NPC character in a game.
Yeah.
Giving dialogue. It doesn't
Afterwards, he goes and gets a spray tan and works out at the gym. God, I love Jersey
They're
Shore.
hunting the birds and walking.
Oh my God.
Was it ABF you sent this? What is it? This is already how I see everything.
I thought it was funny
Oh,
because
well.
Kegman's
Tom
eyes.
Holland.
Slant eyes represent.
It's an Asian joke. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
But
I
this
paid
is
20
also-
though to see the slightly bigger version of it. I would
Yeah.
assume the XD screen.
Yeah.
Tom Holland looks
this
like the
also-
brother. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Andy.
No, you were speaking first. Go ahead.
This kind of goes along with what Urban was saying about filming it for IMAX. It actually is going to screw up how everybody sees the movie in the regular theater, and it's just not going to age well over time.
Yeah. I was just going to
Okay,
say
so-
that Tom Holland looks like the gay brother from Wedding Crashers in that scene.
It just felt like Tom. Yeah, Leon, go ahead.
No, well, ABS is something pretty interesting. He said it's not going to age well, and like Oppenheimer was also hyped up as one of those like must-see on IMAX movies, and I watched it on IMAX, but I also have since rewatched it at home, and it still does hold up. So I'm wondering, like comparatively, I don't know, like I don't know if you've got the same vibe if you've rewatched Oppenheimer since then, and that's what makes this so dramatically worse.
I haven't rewatched Oppenheimer because that's not a movie that I think people would rewatch very much. After you've seen it once, it's kind of done. But Interstellar is one you can watch over and over.
I've watched Interstellar over and over again. Yeah,
me too.
Same.
I watched it like 3-4 weeks ago.
I've watched Inception and Interstellar probably the most out of all of them. I enjoy those movies.
They're his best. Yeah.
The Prestige is crazy low on that list.
Dunkirk. A lot of people don't like Dunkirk. I liked it a lot.
I enjoyed it. I wouldn't let's watch Dunkirk, but I enjoyed it for what it was, and it's it is a true story at least. Yes, the Prestige.
Yeah, compared to the Odyssey, yeah. I mean, sorry, Prestige. The characters are so unlikable, you can't root for them whatsoever, and that's the same problem I had with the Odyssey. There's no one for me to root for.
Nobody ever talks about Following, and I don't think I've ever seen it. What the hell is that about?
I've seen it either. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, that's his first actual feature film. A lot of people
Okay.
think that it's I think Insomnia. No, Memento. They think it is, but no, it's
I thought Memento was.
Following.
No.
No.
Hans Zimmer, I freely admit that one of the reasons I love fucking F1 so much is just the Hans Zimmer soundtrack. It goes so dun 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 dun. It takes you, it carries you with it, and there was no, because at least you would have the through line of the soundtrack taking you through all these different timelines and different, it's scary. It's supposed to be scary. It's not supposed to be scary. Well, one thing the Odyssey did do really well is that make everyone realize that Troy is a fucking masterpiece compared to, and I will also say there's every performance in Troy, from Peter O'Toole to Brad Pitt to Gleason, everyone gives better performances in Troy. Eric Bana.
Do you remember how they used to make fun of Brad Pitt's acting in
Yes!
Troy?
Yeah.
Bro, you wish he was in this.
He's so fucking locked in. He's so locked in this movie. Again, what a breath of fresh air to watch this again.
Because
Imagine
they used
spending
to play
$600 million.
characters, right?
Dude,
Yes.
what was the point of Agamemnon and even getting Benny Safdie to play him if he wasn't gonna act at all? You don't even see his face.
Bro
That's
hugs
true.
is for the 2 bro hugs.
So he can be murdered at the end for
But you don't even
that.
see his face
Yeah.
then.
Correct.
You
It's for the
never
bro hugs.
see his face. It makes
Chris-
no sense.
Chris Nolan asked him what sort of shape he was in for Agamemnon 2. Dude worked out so you could see his eyes.
Who could tell?
Bro,
Yeah.
you could have gotten anybody. Literally, he could have been anybody.
It's because the industry's pumping up and he's Safdie. Like,
Perfect
I think
example of that is what we talked about earlier, and I saw you guys comment in the chat, one of you, where Matt Damon said that dumb shit about John Barenthal really set the tone and talked about filming inside the horse, and they were supposed to be submerged, and it's
yeah.
cold water, and so he was shivering, and then they made a big deal about that scene, and it's like 5 seconds, and he doesn't even say anything, and Irwin didn't even realize it was the Menelaus character. That didn't matter. He couldn't tell who anyone was in the goddamn horse.
Is 5 seconds, but we see the horse get dragged for about 3 minutes.
Or Lupita, all this about Helen, and she's literally in it for that one dinner scene for him to show her face, and then she lectures Tom Holland, then out.
Dude, have you heard Barenthal try and say it's like the way she conveys in a look? She doesn't.
He's
and it's not
losing
good.
a lot of points right now with a lot of different people.
Was he abusing her? How the hell did she get the cuts on her face? He
Oh, I
certainly
assume
doesn't
that
seem to
was-
treat her well.
Troy.
I was saying it was during Troy. Yeah, no, here, let's just let's just see.
I wish he died at Troy.
from working with Lupita, if I can ask you, John.
For me, there's no one else in the world who could have done that, who comes with a level of beauty, both inside and out, that you believe.
She's sitting next to him, by the way.
Oh, so he's gay.
Course. Just such rich interior.
No, he was paid well.
That to me, us sitting there, it's like this palpability of anger, of shame, of regret, of love, of you know, all this stuff that's probably
Subverting
been
white people's
spoken and
culture.
unspoken. You know, you could kind of just feel it between us while we were doing that. And what a awkward, insane, twisted, you know, family they are now, and really unhealthy, probably from sort of the beginning. I love what you just said, you know, just about the economy of it, to try to convey that all within the limitations of just a little bit of screen time and just to have it sort of exist between us. I don't think there's anyone else that could do.
Yeah, I'll give him a break. He is doing the Hollywood thing, and at least he's not, you know, alienating the audience.
Does he sound smarter now that he's grown his hair out? Like,
think if
not in a
anything, we're
good way,
discovering he's-
like in a college kid who just had their first philosophy class kind of way.
Oh
Like,
no, yeah, that type.
Do you
Like
remember?
a buffoon.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Terrence Howard should have played him instead. What were you saying, ABF?
The skull cap we were talking about, it at times you couldn't notice it, but when he was outdoors, Bernthal looked like he had the hair concealing.
Because I was looking, I didn't think he had it.
I noticed
Did
it.
he? Did
Yeah.
you? Well, you also
was
were on
old-
maybe a funner copy that might have, you know,
maybe, but you could only see it when there was actual natural daylight, you know, shining onto it, and but
Mhm.
it was easier to conceal indoors, I think.
The orchards. Well, yeah, when everything is super dark. But yeah, that orchard scene was so bad for so many reasons.
I love this. Now, eventually, you do plan having Greeks in your Greek Odyssey, right? No, I really hate that, man. No,
Best we can do is Latino. Sorry.
yeah. And again, it's how many moons have we seen them talking about representation and respecting the mythology, and kind of only goes in one direction, doesn't it?
I also remember a lot of people saying that, like, I thought that the worst version of this would just be like a paint by numbers, but it would still have the emotional core of the Odyssey.
Mhm.
And that there would be an enjoyment in just like, you can't fuck up the Odyssey. But it did. Like, I felt it was incredibly flat, and to the point where I actually liked almost anybody who was doing a little bit more on scene than just reading it like it's a table read. You
Which is
know?
maybe why I liked Pattinson in his
That's why
roles. I felt like he was at least
people are-
trying something.
Anything, yeah, do anything.
Yeah. This is kind of where I'm at. Stripping Homer's epic of its soul with wooden performances and a disjointed pace, this mythological adaptation is a tedious voyage to nowhere. Odysseus spent 10 grueling years lost at sea, but sitting through this feels even longer. It's kind of where I am with it.
Burn.
kind of like you said, the last hour is the closest I got to feeling anything.
Yeah.
The maid and attending to his wounds, but even that last setup, man, I just saw that version of the scene with Ralph Fiennes in The Return, and that was like a better, more hard hitting, the stringing of the bow and then killing all the suitors. Which was he not supposed to be teamed up with his son for that? And in this one, it's a weird subplot of go upstairs and stop him from breaking through to throw weapons down.
Tells him not to interfere, but
because he's a little pussy.
So the 1v like of 50 didn't make no sense. It was terrible. It's the classic problem where the goons just stand around going, "I'm not going to attack. Let's do one at a time instead of all ganging up." It did not work.
But
and
then
then him doing the little half draws, that kind of started pissing me off because he's got this bow that's so hard to string, and then he goes.
Well, to be fair, if the bow's that hard to string, it would shoot. Yeah. Because
a gun, well, yeah, fair. But yeah, a gun versus a knife doesn't even work. And they're supposed to expect but if they had the sun come in, you would have that great moment where they're like back to back, spinning in a circle, taking dudes out. Could have been badass, but nah, sorry.
Yeah.
We have to have the cringe fight where he throws weapons through the floor.
This is the point, is that it's supposed to be because they angered the gods. And in this one, at least for the first couple of mishaps, it's just because he did stupid decisions.
He turned around and goes, and shoots the Cyclops after getting away scot-free. All the problems are caused by that, and they give zero reason for why he did it in this movie.
The opposite, though, worse than zero reason. He had already said that we'll honor the dead by surviving, and that's why we won't bury them. And then they're out, mission accomplished. He's like, fuck it, and he shoots them, and then people die. He is so stupid. And like Nia was saying, in the original text, there's a reason. It's his hubris. It's his whatever. But I think he might be muted yet.
No, I'm still there. Yeah, no.
Oh, your mouth was using, and I thought you were saying something.
My avatar was being a little bit Shane Gillisy. My apologies, but no, you're right. Like he's both intelligent and hubristic. So it's this weird dichotomy of him being super smart but also super arrogant, which angers the fucking gods and is the reason why his journey takes 10 years instead of.
I really wanted to like it. I really. Trust me, I'm not spending $20 and 3 hours of my life to go in there and be upset. Like, I was hoping it would be good. I was hoping people were overreacting or whatever, or that I'd at least be able to be like, oh, this is good fight scenes. It was good. This. I just really kind of got nothing.
I think most of us went in hoping it'd be good, and they gave us Travis Scott and Elliot Page in the first 3 minutes.
But even that I could have overlooked. But then when it's like the breakneck pace of the editing, the characterizations or lack therein. I fucking hated Hamesh Patel or whatever the fucking his traitorous second in command. Like maybe that could have done by like someone who had more personality. There was nothing for me to grab onto.
I thought cows were sacred to your people, Hamesh. What were you saying?
They're great.
Speaking of Patel, what was odd is that in Homer's poem, like the soldiers love Odysseus. They respect him. They look up to him.
I did not detect that
impression in this movie. They respect the second in command. Like they're always second guessing Odysseus, like he's some kind of dumb motherfucker. But
he kind of was bitch made a little bit, especially he's like, "Is this a mutiny?"
If you want it to be, or whatever they said.
Yeah.
I felt I was constantly trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, because I didn't want to hate it, and I went in with very low expectations, expecting to roll my eyes. And then the opening with Travis Scott and then Elliot Page, I was like, this is laughable. But then it got a little bit better. I'm like, maybe that's the worst of it. But it kept pulling you back to, the bad stuff.
Yeah. Mildly annoyed anus dribble for 10. Helen of Troy owes me money. Yes, probably. Magnum North for 10. Thanks for your movie with a bunch of people in it. Matt Damon. I have Zendaya fatigue. Who else fills this? I do have a Zendaya. Why is Zendaya in every fucking movie? She played it exactly like she always played it. Her character, whether it's Athena or a hallucination or whatever, just sits there and looks like she smells something stinky. She makes stink eye the entire time. That's
the other casting choices bother me more than her role, though.
Yes. No. Least of my problems with it. Even Lupita, least of my fucking problems with it. Even Elliot, least of my fucking problems with it, although they are definitely up there. Little comment for 2. Zendaya, give me Sydney Sweeney any day. Could you imagine? That was Helen of Troy.
Best we can do is Mia Goth. Sorry.
shit,
It
I
kind
don't
of
know
is
why
an.
she was in it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's kind of an indictment of Christopher Nolan as a filmmaker in the modern age that Ellen Page, Lupita Nyong'o, and Patel and Travis Scott are the least of the issues with this film. Like on a technical level, this is just a fucking train wreck.
Well, it's also kind of him telling on himself, right? Because what did he do? He cast Elliot Page as what's supposed to be this essentially a little small runt that was never supposed to go, but gets bullied into going, right? And then immediately is killed. Casts Lupita as Helen of Troy, who basically is just angry black woman in it, right? At least that's what it looks like when you make that switch. She's very upset and resentful, and then does the, like I said, the little chastising she does to.
They cut her food stamps off. Yeah.
I don't know, man. More
rough
incoming. She's probably going to do a far better performance as Mary Jane than she is as fucking.
I prefer her as a hot redhead than a Greek goddess.
Redhead. I don't know. Any final thoughts on the Odyssey? What do we think? Where's this going to end up at?
Under 800 mil.
Under 800?
Yeah,
Ooh.
750 mil was my prediction.
750? Does that break even? That's not even break even.
People will say it broke even if it hits that.
Oh, they're lying about the marketing. They're claiming 125.
What?
Yeah, for 250 million, they're claiming 125 marketing. From Variety, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lie. Sorry.
Hayden Wayne. Fucking Hayden for 50. What is up? When they were sailing back, they had similar rules to pirates. The quartermaster was the liaison between the leader and the troops a lot when sailing. They probably took that approach more than the approach that Odysseus was a king. I don't know. So someone else was in command of the boat.
Hayden's playing Black Flag right now. He's got pirates on the brain.
Well, I had a sister who was 10 feet tall, slept in the kitchen with her legs in the hall.
Shall not pass!
Retro Meister for 10. I don't recall Homer's not Homer Simpson story of the Odyssey was a tale about how diversity, equality, and inclusion was created. Zendaya has ruined another character along with Mary Jane and Lola Bunny.
Zendaya's not a character in this movie. She's a hallucination. She's not Athena.
Yeah, it's very easy to. She's not even really a big issue of it.
Do you think it's going to be like a real litmus test for how honest people are when in the coming weeks, whether or not they're praising people like Lupita, who's barely in it, where they're like, oh, she was mad.
Yes.
Like, they're obligated, right? They
Right.
have to.
Right. No, that is. Yeah, but like Eugene and chat like that, I believe he liked it. He has nothing
sure
to
a lot of
fucking.
people liked it.
So it's. But yeah, a lot of people you're going to be able to tell of what they're saying about it, how brave and stunning.
Like about it though. That's
Yeah,
That's
they'll
what I
say like
asked.
the talking points. Like,
Yeah.
I thought Lupita was phenomenal. It's like, really? Because I missed her. I got up to go to the bathroom. Tell me about it.
Which part?
Yeah.
Which part? Toxin for 2. Everyone in the Odyssey except Pedro Pascal. I know he must be so upset. He must be so upset. He's going to be the new Kratos.
Well,
so don't worry.
I mean, he's in Doomsday. He'll be fine. It's gonna make way
Yeah,
more.
Zendaya's barely in it. She's barely in it. Granola Grin for 5. My contribution to the Odyssey memes in tonight's Extreme replies. All right, I'll check that out. Yeah.
Extreme.
I saw it say 3 years until the next Christopher Nolan movie.
Boo. Can we
I
start
don't
a petition to make him retire from filmmaking?
No, he's not going to retire.
Change.org says you have to stop filmmaking, Chris Nolan. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's not ruined for me, but this is definitely.
I'm
This
not
is
sure I'll be
right.
seeing his next movie in theater.
It's not going to be a day one for me, unless, you know what I'm saying, I see something I really like, but it's not going to just be like an automatic, I'm going.
No, it's James Gunn at this point. I'm actively rooting for him to fail.
Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? That was my reasoning, is that a lot of our goats are not so goated anymore.
That's my. Would you guys rather watch Gladiator 2 or Odyssey? I'm a Gladiator 2 genuine
Gladiator
kind
2.
of guy.
Yeah.
I never saw
Really?
Gladiator 2.
Easy.
It's probably a smart decision.
There's only one Gladiator movie.
There is.
Did I
only one
miss
Gladiator.
Leon leave, or was that just?
He crashed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
All right, I
Yeah.
was doing something else, I guess. Sorry.
He's
I
on
didn't
that.
even notice till you said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It got quiet. I realized.
Hotel internet.
Hayden for 50, another 50. Hey, Wayne. But in Homer's story, after he sacrifices 6 of his men to the Cilia, the crew does take the side of his second in command when he's challenged, if I remember correctly. They found out he knew it would happen and he made a choice. Just putting that out, haven't seen it. Well, he tells them at the end there too, don't you eat the fucking cows on the island, and they eat the fucking cows on the island. So that's pretty book accurate, right? He tells them not to do it and they do it anyway.
Yeah, like his second in command starts to take charge after that encounter with the Scylla. The issue with the film is he's not really in charge at all throughout the movie. Like once they set sail from Troy, they're listening to the second in command.
I got no regality from him. I got no kingly. Like even the short amount of time that Sean Bean plays Odysseus in Troy, it's like he has this air of like.
Didn't realize I'm retarded. I didn't realize he was a king for a while.
Really?
He's not kingly at all. He's not he's not heroic at all either, too. The second he turns around and shoots that Cyclops, I went, oh, I'm actively rooting against you now. Go Poseidon.
Yeah, he doesn't come off regal at all.
I don't think we talked about it, but what did you guys think of the whirlpool scene and then them going to the channel and the?
So is that supposed to be the Hydra then?
That's Scylla, the Scylla, or whatever.
Yeah,
so fucking okay.
I actually looked it up. I can't pronounce it. I have no idea how to.
Yeah, and then versus Charybdis, which was like big like teeth monster Sarlacc pit, but they didn't even show that bit.
It was the one where some of them were going to die, or then all of them were going to die, and he chose the one where just some were going to die.
The 6,
yeah. All I know is the lady next to me jumped out of her fucking seat, went out of nowhere. The tentacle thing grabbed someone. There he is.
Yeah, because the sound is insane. There's plenty of jump scares, specifically just because the sound.
Yeah,
I don't know. I said it. I think he's the Supreme Court justice.
Odyssey is woke, but it put everyone to sleep. I did see a lot of people fucking kind of.
Are you serious?
The saddest thing was there was like one dude who tried to get like a clap going with the dog thing, and it didn't land. And then at the end, like in the far corner of the theater, a couple of and they could just feel the dead disappointment.
Like people were trying to get the hell out of
and
there.
they like you could tell they were embarrassed.
I had a couple people try to clap.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I got 0 clapping, I booed, and then everyone else just kind of grumbled and walked out. I'm normally the first person to sprint out of a movie theater. I had 2 people in front of me. It was that bad.
The 2 bros in front of us were like, what the fuck was that? Like literally, they're like,
yeah. I mean, for example, the last screening I saw of He-Man, the entire fucking
there are some claps in mine too.
This was a couple of and then they stopped where they realized no one Cilia. Yeah, that's how I said it.
I talk how I want to talk. We're done updated for a modern audience.
Cilia,
say my name, Red.
Charybdis. Darth Charybdis. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, man. He should have just gone fantastical.
You're one of them smarts, and we are only going to cover it's actually good to have intelligence for about 30 seconds, and then we're throwing that all out. We're going full retard. Shoot the Cyclops.
What did everyone have tonight? Fucking
a lot of
moonshine?
booze. If you're mad at Leon for leaving, I can go to his room and take care of him permanently. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Girlfriend might
I don't want to die in South Carolina, man.
No one does. No one does, Leon. Man. I don't know.
We're doing outros. I need to pee. Are we?
Yeah,
we're talking about more stuff. Okay.
No,
cool.
go pee. Go on.
All that said, though, I'm glad you liked the movie, man.
Yeah, man. That was a fun time. 3 hours well spent. Leon, why don't you tell everyone what they got in store? What do you have in store for them, rather?
Not entirely sure, depending on how this hotel internet holds up. So we may or may not be doing a show like normal. Worst case scenario, I'm going to stream for a bit, give everybody an update on how things went today, prep for tomorrow. We'll hopefully do an IRL stream on the floor tomorrow. And we're going to maybe talk some Bethesda news, maybe talk some Crunchyroll news. It's been wild. But that being said, I've absolutely loved hearing you guys bemoan this like live the last hour and a half because I just
no pleasure.
constantly. Really, I did because I've been checking my X throughout the course of the day, and my X is nothing but people bitching about this movie and pictures from the convention. So I was like, you know what? It's nice to truly get this.
That's great.
Oh my god!
I think we all knew Jeremy, who is a big Christopher Nolan bro, was going to be positive about it. That's fine. I don't think anyone is shocked by that. Shout out Jeremy Griggs.
It was getting to be a little bit too much how he was protecting it.
He enjoyed it.
Of course.
He said
think
no,
he gave it a
that's-
7 out of 10.
He said it was like okay.
Well, there you go, though. Like
That's-
but that's
I feel
good
like
because
that's
it
level.
proves that this isn't like a thing where everybody has to line up opinions. It's not like a
Yeah,
right.
but a
No.
7 out of 10 isn't okay. A 7,
7
out of 10 is the
say a
lower
7 out of
end
10
of
should be-
good. A
yeah,
5
okay
out
is
of
like
10
a
is
too
okay.
high. 5 or
I'm
6.
saying if you are gonna give Christopher Nolan a pass to begin with, I think a 7 out of 10 is at least level. I saw people giving this a 10 out of 10, and I think those people are crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's so
7 makes a little bit more sense.
Well, I give it a 5. What do you guys give it?
I would give it
5?
like a 4.
Oh,
4? Wow.
I wouldn't go
Yeah.
that low, but
I could easily. The more I think about it, I could easily give it in the 4s, but I'm somewhere in like a 4 or 5, I guess. But
4
the
is
one I
like
get-
incompetent mode, but I mean, that
It was.
kinda is true. Also, yeah.
If it's the sum of everything, then it kind of is.
As an editor and whatnot, the amount of mistakes that just like basic like editing 101, writing 101, sound design 101, they failed. It's these things you do when you're an amateur, and then a lot of the whole thing is this is very big. Once you're a big YouTuber, is you can't watch your old stuff because it's so embarrassing and it's so bad and cringe. You're like, I can't believe I did that embarrassing amateur stuff. That's the whole movie is embarrassing amateur stuff. When he should be in his fucking prime.
Well,
yeah, a Christopher Nolan movie being mid is insane for how much money was spent, how much time, how much effort.
If it was an original too, it would be insane. But it's the Odyssey. It should be the easiest slam fucking dunk. The easiest slam dunk. What are we gonna do though? All right, everyone, stay tuned for Leon and Niat. What do you got going on?
Nothing much. I'll be around. Thank you for having me on.
Hanging out. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank
Yeah,
you for your insights.
Yeah, I finished my manga, so the next thing up is The Fall of Vega. I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Katie and Andy, I assume you will have an Odyssey video out sometime soon.
Yeah, sometime tonight I'll put out the
abridged version.
The abridged version of our
Uh-huh.
discussion about it because it ended up being like 2 hours long on our Patreon. So I had to like cut it down a lot. So yeah, I'll put that out tonight. And then we'll definitely do a video because there's so many different like ways we can attack this. I don't know. I just think the whole modernization angle, I think, is probably what hindered this the most. And then also just the Nolanisms of like him trying to explain stuff that doesn't need explaining. Like,
Yeah, or read into it differently than what it maybe was original. Yeah.
yeah, for what reason? So yeah, we'll probably do that this weekend too.
Yeah, because mine was just an out of theater review. I still have to do my actual like breakdown review of it, and it seems to be very popular with people. I.e., this topic is definitely getting people to check. I saw FNT had 20,000 people, which is their highest in a bit. So people are my fucking video got like 10,000 views, which is insane for my channel. So
That's what I'm
clearly
saying.
People are feeling a way about it.
Is on like FNT and like Air's like, oh, we're gonna if you don't like it, you're gonna be out of the norm and everyone is gonna love it and everyone's gonna see it. Then why is it so popular? Why is everyone to choose to watch our reviews instead of seeing it?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Even cutting it, dude, I think our thing's still like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
I
had
couldn't
an
get it any
hour.
shorter.
Yeah, I had an hour stream today to try to cover it.
Yeah,
Not
no,
a
there is a
chance.
definite disconnect, and it is not just one thing. It's every single metric that I could judge it by. I have kind of an issue with.
Yeah.
Just down the list. Yeah. ABF. What do you got going on?
I'll be on Irwin's stream tomorrow talking some anime. And other than that, we're going to be watching some more Stargate SG-1 tonight with Jess. We're almost in season 4.
Fuck yeah, because it starts ramping up, right? It gets
Mhm.
way better after. So
Oh, yeah. And we're doing the essential episodes only, so we're just flying through it.
Oh.
It's fun. I like it. It's good.
Did you make
Don't
her watch
worry.
the Mongolian episode where women can't talk?
I did not let her watch it.
God damn
That one
you.
sucks.
What?
That one turns people away from the series.
I'm not gonna lie.
Base.
I restarted it over because I didn't watch it all the way through. It's like the second or third episode when they start like regular episodes, and it's fucking sucks. I haven't finished it.
See,
I don't care. You gotta
I'm
go through
protecting
it.
her. Okay.
Yeah, I watched
Alright.
5. I've stopped after 5 because it didn't get me. I should have watched the ABF version.
Sorry, Idaho Mike. We try not to do this. Don't worry. we get a little excited sometimes. Erwin, what do you got going on?
Anime and gaming, where I'll be reviewing Spy Family. Come on, Julius and Leon. When do you guys got to be a Spy Family?
I love Spy Family. I've not seen the most recent season, but I adore Spy Family.
Anya it reminds me of Pragmata. Like it's oh my god, she's so fucking hilarious and adorable.
Anya's great, the dog's great. Yor is the standout, but Lloyd is amazing as well. They're a perfect family, dude.
All the spy stuff is good. You get very Death Note, where it's all like all the internal monologue and stuff like that with her, like psychic reading their minds, and it's so good. I was like, I wanted to watch it, but I kind of put it off for a long time.
No, I'm glad to watch Spy Family is fantastic.
So good. And then gaming, of course.
Excellent. As for myself, tomorrow I will have out my full review, breakdown, summation, and then Sunday Irwin's. And Monday versus is gonna be a fun one.
I see.
It once again will probably be the entire panel against Robert. Can't wait to see verisimilitude be used against him in an argument and see him try to defend any of it. It's gonna be fantastic. Olympic level stretching and reaching will be done. Thank you guys for the insane amount of support. Erwin, I think you actually called the exact amount of super
I said it's going to be in the 30s.
Yes.
If we get no one else super chatter, I'm going to be wrong. No one else is allowed. Sorry.
Oh, it'd be horrible if someone super chatted instantly to make him upset.
No, chat, don't do that. I would hate that.
Eve Mahler will not be able to get his out for another 7. It's going to be an Odyssey in the realistic time for him to actually get his review out, because I'm still waiting for the last part of Force Awakens, let alone a 3-hour Odyssey movie. All right, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Let's help get Katie that eye, and hold on, we will raid into Leon. Do it like vigorously.
Get out! Is it something I said? You've ruined my life! You've ruined my career! You've ruined my book! You've turned a perfectly peaceful house into an insane asylum! Get out!
Daddy! My God, Leo, what's gotten into you?
It was a disaster, Faye!
No, it wasn't. You were wonderful, sweetie.
Fine, Dad.
Yeah.
Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
You think he's gone? He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
You're still here? It's over. Go home.